2022 has been a huge year for Skyrim modding, and with major breakthroughs and huge mod releases, I thought it'd be appropriate to create a video showing the best mods going into 2023. I'm going to go through various categories of mods, quickly showing you the best of the best. Then, for those curious enough, I'll provide links and pointers for each category if you want more info. Think of this video like an overview of everything, to help you see the bigger picture. And hopefully, when you do see the bigger picture, you'll be able to decide which paths you want to explore. But before we get into it...
Oh no! These ingredients won't do! And this recipe of mine is awful! How am I going to please the gourmet? I'm doomed!
Looks like you need HelloFresh.
Who are you? Get out of my kitchen at once!
HelloFresh delivers fresh ingredients with delectable recipes right to your door. With over 35 weekly recipes, HelloFresh makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable.
Oh my.
Did I also mention it saves you time in the kitchen? Most recipes can be prepared in 30 minutes or less, and the variety is almost endless. Here, try it out.
A few moments later.
Here you go, Balagog. Now, let's see what you've got. Oh my goodness!
So what are you waiting for? Click the link below for 21 free meals, plus free shipping, and try HelloFresh today. To kick things off, let's start with combat mods. MCO has completely changed how we approach third-person combat. It modernizes combat, giving all weapon types their own unique movesets, and you will no longer slip and slide while attacking like in vanilla. Pair this up with Scar, and enemy AI will be able to take advantage of movesets, and actually appear to be somewhat intelligent. There are also additional mods you might want, like no recoil to make combat flow better, Vanguard to improve bashing, Precision to add accurate melee collisions, and DMCO to be able to dodge up to 8 directions. You'll also probably want to try out Valhalla Combat. This mod overhauls stamina and blocking, and adds features like stuns and executions in a really good way. Seriously, it's a fantastic mod to quickly bring your combat up to the next level, without bloating the game with too many features. It's clean, lightweight, and makes combat fun. And don't worry if you only play the game in first person. A lot of these mods will also enhance first-person combat, so consider checking out my modern combat video if you want to learn more. Now for gameplay mods. Grab True Directional Movement if you haven't already. This mod lets you sprint and attack in all directions, adds in lock-on with projectile support, head tracking, and much more. Better Jumping lets you jump while sprinting. Smooth Cam is a highly configurable third-person camera mod, and there are many presets available for it. I personally recommend Gluna's preset. Experience overhauls Skyrim's leveling system. Skills will no longer contribute to leveling anymore. Instead, completing quests and exploration will. This is good for those who prefer a leveling system, similar to Pillars of Eternity. Ordinator is a fantastic perk overhaul that allows you to create unique character builds. If you decide to use this with MCO, I also recommend using Ordinator Patch for MCO and Attack Speed to Damage Conversion for MCO. Book of Shadows adds in new stealth-based mechanics like takedowns, smoke bombs, sentries, and identity concealing masks. You'll definitely want this if you're going to go for a thief or assassin build, and you'll also want Take a Peek. This mod lets you take a peek past doors to give you more information before entering a location. Maximum Carnage adds in gore effects for almost every creature and NPC in the game. It's not for everyone. These effects can get out of hand sometimes, but it does add that extra oomph to gameplay some of you might be looking for. You might also want Frozen Electrocuted Combustion for spell death effects. Alright, time for UI mods. TrueHUD overhauls various UI elements such as player resources and adds in new ones like boss bars, recent loot, a special meter other mods like Valhalla can take advantage of, and more. Nordic UI is an interface overhaul. It reskins a lot of the UI elements from the main menu, level up menu, inventory menu, and more. It also comes with UI sound effects and handy bug fixes. If you do decide to use this mod, also consider checking out Nordic UI miscellaneous patches and the Nordic-ish TrueHUD preset. Detection meter adds a Ubisoft-style detection meter when sneaking. Compass Navigation Overhaul displays useful information on your compass, such as distance to locations and altitude information, as well as quest marker information so you know which markers belong to certain quest lines. no longer will you be pondering which marker belongs to which questline. I highly recommend Elden Equip. It is an amazing hotkey system, which has taken inspiration from, you guessed it right, Elden Ring. You're able to cycle through spells, weapons, shouts and powers, potions, and you can even have pouch slots for extra favorites you may want. I seriously cannot recommend this mod enough, because the less time you spend in menus, the more time you spend actually immersed into the game, which is also why you'll want Quick Loot EE. This mod adds in a Quick Loot menu, similar to the one you see in Fallout 4. Better third-person selection lets you interact with items and objects when in their proximity, like in other third-person RPGs. I also recommend using it with Oblivion interaction icons if you want neat icons for interactions. Oxygen Meter 2 adds in a neat oxygen meter when swimming. Contextual Crosshair makes your crosshair contextual. It's there when you need it, and hidden when you don't need it. The Elder Scrolls Legends loading screens adds fantastic art from the Elder Scrolls Legends card game to your loading screens. More HUD displays more information when hovering over items, as well as showing your carry weight and gold. You'll also be able to see if you've read a book or note already, which comes in pretty handy. Improved alternate conversation camera overhauls the camera when in dialogue. It also comes with an MCM, so you can alter settings on the fly, such as enabling letterboxes during dialogue, camera positioning, and more. Time for magic mods. Odin fixes vanilla spells and adds in new ones. You can imbue your weapons, fabricate crafting stations, explode corpses, summon new kinds of Daedra, and much more. Resistances and weaknesses makes enemies resistant and weaker to certain damage types. It gives nuance to magic and melee, similar to Souls and other RPG titles, making you think twice which magic or weapons you'll want to use. Argidlum adds over 100 sound effects to make magic more mystical. Visual animated enchants makes weapon enchants look absolutely stunning. The effect on the Ebony Blade alone makes this mod a must-have for me. I love magic mods. I could go on all day. But if you would like to learn more about magic mods, please watch my best Skyrim magic mods video. Graphics and atmosphere. Oh boy, okay, here we go. I highly recommend interesting NPCs and citizens of Tamriel if you want to add in new, well-written, high-quality voiced characters to your game. Interacting with these characters has been a breath of fresh air, and coming across some of them has genuinely put a big smile over my face. NPC overhauls such as Vadin, elevated NPCs, Sons of Skyrim, Bosmer NPCs of Antlers, Bidgen NPCs, and Beast HHBB really help give NPCs more identity and character. If you're looking for a weather mod, I strongly recommend Cathedral Weathers. It also goes extremely well with Rudy for Cathedral Weathers or the Silent Horizon ZNB. As a main texture replacer, I'd recommend Skyland AIO. It's a fantastic option, and I've been using it a while now with no issues. It looks gorgeous. For water, I recommend Water for ENB or Realistic Water 2, though I have been leaning more towards Water for ENB lately. For grass, I recommend QW's Grass Patch. Though it is a little bit tedious to set up, it really makes some of the areas of the game come to life. For trees, I recommend Nature of the Wildlands. It's beautiful, but sadly very performance intensive. So if you're looking for something a little bit more performance friendly, I'd instead recommend Happy Little Trees with Skyrim 3D landscapes. If you're looking to overhaul cities and towns, I strongly recommend using Cities of the North and the Great Village and Town series. These mods massively change the questing and exploration experience for the better. For lighting mods, consider using Lux, Lux Orbis, and EVLAS. I absolutely love this combination. It makes both exterior and interior lighting look amazing, as well as adding dynamic volumetric lighting. You may also want to install ENB Light and Lux Via to make certain objects and effects glow, and add various points of interest all across Skyrim. Mandragora Sprouts has a fantastic Daedric Shrines mod that overhauls and adds in statues for every Daedric prince, and boy oh boy does this help build the atmosphere of the game. There are many other little mods to enhance the atmosphere of your game, so if you're interested in more, go watch my best Skyrim graphic and atmosphere mods video. If you're looking to make beautiful female characters, go watch my How to Create Beautiful Skyrim Characters video. I'll warn you now though, it's a pretty big rabbit hole and a little tedious, but I do a lot of hand-holding, so it should be quite a straightforward process. Many high-quality armor mods have been released recently. Definitely take a look at the sets Fourth Unknown have put out. They've made unbelievable sets, ranging from Nordic, to Dwemer, to Daedric sets. For those interested in Dunmeri armor, take a look at Armors of the Velothi Part 1 and Part 2 from Pulcham Solace. So much love and care have been put into them, and they're perfect for a Dark Elf character. If you're looking for female armors, I'd highly recommend looking at Rectus Market, Sungjung's website, or Imi Needs Cake's website. You'll find that the choices are endless, and you'll definitely find some hidden gems there. Quest mods. Skyrim Extended Cut Saints and Seducers has been an absolute pleasure to play through. It overhauls the Saints and Seducers DLC content from the Creation Club, and I cannot recommend it enough. Identity Crisis is a hidden gem I don't hear many people talking about, but it deserves way more attention in my opinion. It's a short, but extremely polished experience. Clockwork is probably the closest mod that actually gave me a proper horror experience in Skyrim, so if you enjoy getting spooked, you have to try this mod out. If you haven't already, also consider trying out Vigilant and Beyond Reach. These two DLC-sized quest mods are absolute masterpieces and in my opinion, are the best DLC-sized mods available for Skyrim right now. They add in dozens of hours of new polished content for you to play through. Seriously give them some attention. You won't regret it. If you're interested, please go watch my Beyond Reach review. I also plan on making a review for Vigilant down the road. Oh, and I think this goes without saying, but if you haven't played Beyond Skyrim Bruma, go play it. It's really good. The animation scene has exploded this past year. It's been absolutely insane, with mods like Animated Traversal adding in traversal prompts to read the room, allowing your character to dynamically equip and unequip their helmet, to animation packs for MCO, to animated eating, to new movement idols, and so much more. It's honestly a bit too much for me to cover in the scope of this video, but if you're looking for good animation mods, please watch Sin Gaming's Best Animation Mods video and Heavy Burns' Skyrim Modding Animation Revolution video. There are so many cool animation mods out there. Also, big shout out to Levy Fusion. I use almost all their animation mods, and they are very talented. But if you're just looking to improve your performance and stability, consider following my stability guide. I guarantee you it will help you fix and avoid crashes. Because, let's face it, what's the point of having all these cool mods if you can't play with them? And how could I not mention the new game-changing Skyrim Upscaler mod? Listen, if you want extra FPS, or maybe even double your FPS, you'll definitely want to look into it. For more information, go watch my Upscaler guide. Alright, I'm starting to realize I'm just redirecting you guys to a bunch of other videos at this point, so I'll stop. Now, I might have missed or overlooked areas of the game, such as sound and utility in this video, but I'll include additional links for these categories when I have time. I really want you guys to see the bigger picture of modding, and I think it's especially important for newer modders to see it before they embark on their modding journey. If you're interested in other categories or are looking for specific mods, please comment down below and I'll do my best to update my categories and links to include extra hidden gems. Alright, I hope I showed you the bigger picture of modding Skyrim a decade after its release. Now, I sincerely apologize for all the hours you'll waste trying to get all these mods to play nicely in your mod list. Leave a like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Grab some merch, and consider supporting the channel on Patreon. My patrons make it possible for me to create the content you're watching, while I also study at uni. Take care, lads and lasses, and I'll see you guys next time.
Here you go, Balagog. Now, let's see what you've got. Oh my goodness!